on, Rangers! Come
on, Rangers! Missed the whole game.
Tis a rainy January day in the heart of Surrey. At Meadowbank, the home of Dorking Wanderers, the drizzle belies the club's sunny disposition. Exits from the FA Cup and the FA Trophy have left Dorking's season on the precipice of mediocrity. Wanderers have set a new club record every other year since their formation in 1999, so the current campaign can only truly be deemed a success if the club betters its previous best ever finish, a National League South playoff semi-final in the 2019-2020 season. That they were top this time last year, when the season was curtailed, heightens the expectation the club has for itself. The visit of a struggling Braintree Town side comes after 4 wins in Dorking's last 4 league games, which has seen the Wanderers give their season the kickstart it needed. Thus, the sun is glimmering through the clouds as Marc White's previously misfiring side are finding the kind of form that could propel them to the upper reaches of the table. To continue their run, they must maintain their high standards, both on the pitch and around the stadium. As the clock ticks closer to kick-off, the Dorking army of volunteers must prepare Meadowbank for Braintree's visit.
No dramas. The pitch is looking pretty good considering the last deluge we had it flooded, but we've had it maintained this week. We're hoping it'll be in excess of 800 possibly, but who knows, it depends on if people want to come out in the rain. I'm not expecting a big away following today based on away ticket sales, but you never know. So we've made sure all the food and bar outlets are open and ready to go. The turnstiles are locked and loaded. Safety netting up to protect the fans from wayward striker warm-ups. Scoreboard on. Changing rooms ready. Complimentary tickets ready. Segregation gate up and ready. All the staff in their relevant places. Everybody happy.
PA is my principal role, and the music on match days, and try to entertain the crowd as much as possible before and during the game where necessary. And then back in the old days at West Humble, when we first started doing this sort of thing, I started doing it then. When we had sort of one man and his dog down there, and it sort of went up to about 50 people, and in those few years now we've grown up to a couple of thousand. It's a huge difference.
Well, I'm Craig Vernon. I'm assistant coach at Dorking Wanderers. I think this is my 5th season now. 5th season now, this one. Mainly defence, if I'm honest, but we all tend to muck in and do other bits and bobs. It can be fun, but when we need to be, we need to be proper, switched on. We have a little fun off the pitch and things like that, but when we need to be professional, we are professional. I played for Dorking Wanderers. In fact, I broke my leg, my last ever game, 4 days before the season started. But yeah, I was a Ryman Prem player, or Bostik Prem, sorry, whatever it is now. Yeah, I played that level. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I miss playing myself, if I'm honest, but yeah, I can't do without it. I love the banter with the players. As you can see, Moro's behind you now, making faces. I love the banter with the players, and I love football myself. I watch it all the time, every day, wherever I can. It's all football related. As you can see, the banter's already started. Who's that?
All there. Good stuff, lads. Management team out there, that's all. Yeah, good. Right, let's get my other notes as well. Listen, so best way of summing this up, I think that's where we need to be anyway. Obviously, all we care about is going back tonight, winning, and then reading about that for a week. That's all we care about, okay? Nothing else. And when you play teams like Braintree, and many teams in this league, and what we've got to get really good at and what works really well is you've got to play the board, not the player. So I'll give you a bit of detail about how they play, and I'll tell you their threat. But everything else about today is just how prepared we are, and I know we are prepared, to do what we've been doing and do it to a high level. The opposition's biggest strength is that they're going to hunt a lot better than Haven't did, that's for sure. Yeah. So what they're going to do, who's done this board like this? So they're either going to play 3-5-2. They've played Beardy, 3 of their last 4 games that way? Yeah, but they lost all of those. And then when they got a result against Dartford, they went back to their 4-2-3-1 they played against us. what we've been doing well is restricting team strength by just keeping the ball. Because I know it sounds like cheesy, boring shit, but if you've got the ball, the others haven't got the ball, then they can be less effective at what they do. What this team want to do, and they've done it at their place against us, they want to nick the ball, either because they're a bit more aggressive in what they're doing than you, or they want you to force things you don't need to force. And if they nick it, they are then going to chuck it straight at you, and that's all they do. They probably do it more than any team we played. They chuck it straight at your back four, and then they pump and grind football. They try to win throw-ons, corners, and all of the goals they've scored, Beardy, dead balls, yeah? Dead balls or seconds off the number 9, who's quite good in the air. They've got a throw that can go over the bar. It's that long. So they're looking to set up throws and corners. And the best way of dealing with teams like that is just not to give them enough ball so that during the game they only have 2 throws and 2 corners. If we beat that press there, playing the way we play, okay, then this bit today will be an enjoyable day. This will be enjoyable. And our bit, I'll sum it up in one fucking word, is patient. Discipline, as we have been, no yellow cards, patient as fuck. Honestly, I'm not going to talk about it. You're doing the business. Keep playing high, keep playing high. Get the ball high areas, okay? I'm saying this for a reason. Play high, play high. Get fucking high, because when Baz and Bobby get the ball, right, if you're too fucking tight, they don't want to give you that ball because you're under pressure. They just want to just put one in high so you can easily hold the bloke off halfway line and just set the next bloke. So easy, all right? So we're just, no detail for us. We just do what we're doing. We're here to win today, right? 3 points at home. There'll be a load of people here now because of this weather called off everywhere else, yeah? Can we be compact enough to keep a clean sheet, yeah? And be professional enough just to break them down, get a goal, get a second, and then we'll start doing what we do, which is like come with a flurry. Okay, boys? Let's go. We've got some good results under our belt, so the main aim really is just to focus on us, not the opposition. Don't make it a bigger game for the opposition than necessary. It'll already be a big ask for them. They'll see themselves as a hiding to nothing, not a game that they need to be bothered about if they're to, in their relegation battle. So yeah, just business as usual, really. And we are playing well, so the boys have always got to see that you're genuine in your appraisals, So when you say we just do what we're doing, they know you mean it, So that is what I mean today. They're playing really well. We'll just keep it up.
See, Wes Fogden's back in the team. That must be hugely exciting for everyone. Also surprised to see he's starting, right? He's gone straight back in. Right, he's not played for months and months.
Well, McManus has been ill, and he's been playing really well, scored a goal a game. But the fact of the matter is, it's the most remarkable comeback since Lazarus. It's without any help from our physio team. He's done all his own rehab, and he's one of the fittest footballers you'll ever meet. He's an absolute health nut. He's gone from needing surgery and a season out to being back by the first game of Jan, all off his own back, which is pretty phenomenal. You have to have an acceptance that in this league, anyone can beat anyone. And if they do, then you shake their hand and you get on with it and you remind yourself that is how this league is. This team was Dartford are title challengers this year, and this is a team that was 2-0 up on them in their last game. So they're a team that we know can play on to the occasion, if you like, and we also know they're going to have to because we've got the best home record in the league and we're playing really well.
Programmes and merchandise available from all the catering outlets and also upstairs in the lounge bar.
How do you avoid undercutting what the coaches have said? Do you know what the coaches are telling them exactly?
Yeah, because that's why we have a briefing and a debrief every game and every training session. So we're all on the same page. Everybody's on the same page.
So when you're going out there, you're just reinforcing.
Yeah, everybody's reinforcing each other's messages. Do you know what I mean? So that's the bottom line. So that's how it should be. And if it wasn't like that, we'd be sacking them, wouldn't we? They'd be out of a job, or out of a voluntary job.
Yeah, how many of the coaching team are volunteers?
All of them, except Mark Beard. Mark Beard's full time. They're all volunteers, and you know, so there ain't any player on a £5 a week that's gonna, you know, dictate around us, because we put a lot of work in, you know. If we can leave something here, so we can just do it, and we can keep it.
Yeah, we'll manage it.
Otherwise, no, like Jason will fucking break his ankle or something. Boys, I've only got a few things to say, then I'll leave you to it. All right. I think you've had a fucking great warm up there. I think the chat in the changing room's been great as well, so I'm really, really happy with that. Really happy with that. They might be able to work hard, but there's absolutely no way they'll have the quality to work on the track, to press in the transitions that we create. So every time we can, try and get it going the opposite side. Nicky Wheeler gets it. He wants the quarterback DJ here, and then Josh Taylor fucking 10 yards away. Fuller, Briggs, 2-on-1s. No team. You can work as hard as you want, mate, okay? It's hard to deal with proper movement. So we want to make sure the game is as stretched as it can be. So when it is busy, like Baz said, first 15 minutes, yes, we'll have to compete, but more than ever, put your foot on it, get it going sideways, get them having to think about it, get our pattern. And at the back, all you've got to be doing is the quarterback bit as well, getting the ball, slinging it out the other side. That's all you've got to do. All right, boys, let's go.
Come on.
Away support. Ain't that great, is it, the away support?
God, they got about 10.
Let me keep the orange on me, that's what worked last time. Kept it on me. '56, mate, but one of the dress, mate, to start when they want. Still they want, like the one at Maidstone. Just started when he wanted, 3 started. Come out at 3 o'clock. I was straight in the middle of the pitch talking to him. I'll be talking to this one as well if we don't have you up.
Nearly 3 o'clock.
Let's go, James, let's go, come on. Come on. Fast start, let's go. Let's go!
What's your knees, Goott?
To the surprise of nobody, Dorking take immediate control of the ball. Braintree are also playing to type as they press high up the pitch in an effort to stall the Wanderers' build-up. But even still, the home side are perhaps surprised at the intensity of the visitors' doggish pursuit of the ball.
Where's this dude playing then?
11. He's 11 out of 10.
So he's in the 3, is he?
Briggs, he's here! He's here! Buzz! He was there early, very early.
In order to get past the Braintree press, Mark wants his team to play the ball quickly and, as normal, out to the wide men.
Fuck me, that's the biggest 1-0 of all time if you don't get that.
Nick Wheeler's cross and Barry Fuller's oddly short long throw-in marks the start of a Dorking period of pressure, but Braintree are well equipped to defend in their own box.
Buzz! I won't worry about the long one today.
Even set it up and just go short.
Going short is supposed to be the order of the day, but the high press is tempting the likes of Dan Gallagher to play the ball long.
Hey, shorten it up! Shorten the game! Jason, make sure Dan knows you want that there.
Harried by the energetic Wes Fogden, Alfred Payne inadvertently plays in Alfie Rutherford, and Dorking create their first real opening.
Go on, Briggsy! Oh, Foggy! Got to score that.
Fogden gets on the end of the move that he started, but the rusty midfielder nods the opening wide of the post.
Briggsy, fantastic ball, great ball. Alfie, great positioning, brilliant.
Another uncharacteristically long ball, this time from keeper Dan Lincoln, has an air of the 1980s about it, as Alfie Rutherford knocks on to Matt Briggs.
Dan!
Should be 2 up now. Come on.
Dan! Get it left and right! Loads of space this side. Yes.
first 15 minutes are always like this. We're setting into pattern, so they'll be less enthusiastic.
The players are doing their best to keep the ball, but the press continues to make life difficult and the passes forward are still too long.
It's going to be a long day, Baz, if we do that. Jason's feet's a good option.
Go the other way. DJ's on. DJ's on.
Fortunately for Dorking, when Darren DJ Oldacre is playing the ball long, it's far less of a problem.
Go on, Alf.
Right. DJ's the king of the ping, isn't he? He's a bad king of the ping, bro.
King of the ping.
Told you, 15 minutes. We're fucking.
Next goal wins, isn't it? Next goal wins all day long.
With confidence oozing through their veins like a London banker as he exits a nightclub toilet, Wanderers begin to build up from the back as they search for a second goal that could break Braintree's resolve.
Come out. Come out.
Yeah, Baz, he needs to see you. That's the ball that's on. They're pressing so hard, that's the ball we have to do. Run the forwards, because the back four ain't coming in with them. That's the perfect ball.
Oh, come on, Alfie. Get higher, Baz!
Yeah. Now we're up. No. Because it's so high here, but then their back four ain't going with them. What a fucking turn there. Let's go finish, please, son.
And we've scrapped our way to this.
They're pressing away.
No, listen. There is 7 guys. Terrible at the back.
Barry Fuller slices the Braintree defence open like a surgeon tucking into a poached egg. And Alfie Rutherford humiliates Luke Pinnell and Nathan Bertram Cooper on his way to getting his second goal.
That's better. Get up! Dad! Up!
5 months after being told he wouldn't play for a full year, Wes Fogden shows his freakish levels of fitness in closing down our Yannick Krasnicki.
Don't let him out!
You played for 5 months.
Good boy!
Bobby! We need to try and find the passes into Nicky. No, listen to me. Trust me. Going backwards, it's just an extra press. Jason on the wingers.
As impressive as Fogden has been, it does become apparent that the midfielder would never have got 5 stars on the Coca-Cola Soccer Star scheme back in the 80s, thanks to his inability to score headers.
How do you feel, Niall? All right? No, but no, give us something to work with.
No, I haven't gone for the run since Thursday, but like, I feel
warm-up.
I feel good in the warm-up.
I feel like doing a dive, right?
No, it looks good.
He was brilliant now in the warm-up.
I know, I look sharp.
I wouldn't say you look good.
Not with that fucking hat on anyway, let me stay here. Fucking finishes. Oh. Buzzer! Better!
Alfie's search for another first-half hat-trick is thwarted by William Johnson in the Braintree goal. And just as it seems Dorking are going to steamroll the opposition, Braintree wake up and give Stefan Illich a one-on-one.
Stand up.
Illich gets the ball past Dan Lincoln, but not captain Barry Fuller.
Today, against the full press, they look shaky.
Two at the back!
Two at the back here!
Dino and Beardy have noticed a back post overload that Braintree are about to exploit.
Still 2 at the back!
Josh, you've got 2!
Call one in!
Boys.
Josh!
You've got to switch on here.
Who is it? Is that Josh at the back? He's just got to call one back. He's just got to call someone.
While the coaches figure out what happened, we will bear witness to Barry Fuller, who, much like the RSPCA on a visit to Kurt Zuma's house, screams "Not on my watch."
I think the bloke took the corner, didn't he?
Yeah, he come in late.
So he took the original corner, then.
Good marking and even better pressing is forcing Dorking backwards, and returning the ball to Dan Lincoln seems to be the only option.
Brigo, you must come round. Pass, mate.
But going back to the keeper means having to beat the press all over again.
Time. Get it down. Time.
Ref, have you turned fucking fouls off?
Get up.
Briggsy, get on, don't worry about it, get a goal.
Despite the referee apparently messing with the game settings, Dorking are able to go in search of the killer third.
I just don't understand it.
Still be just going back and back.
But they should have worked out that these are intelligent footballers.
Yeah.
They should know. They're going back to Dan Lincoln. What's going to happen? What do they think when he goes back there? They're going to change their shape. They're going to change their shape when they go back to Dan Lincoln. You know what I mean?
Mate, they're just fucking hacking all over the place. The ref ain't giving anything.
Yeah, I've got this.
I think, to be honest with you, I think I've got to be calm here because we're 2-0 up.
Yeah,
and I don't want to fuck it. But we've probably got to be a bit happier just to go into Jason's feet, Nicky's feet, Briggsy's feet. Good half, ref. Well, we're halfway to getting 3 points, okay? I think our defence at the moment is fucking dreadful. I'll be honest with you now. I'll give you the praise when the praise is there. You lot, Baz, you're the captain, are fucking off your game. We're playing arrogantly and we ain't thinking. When we keep going back to Dan Lincoln, someone explain to me what you think is going to happen in this game when we keep turning around on the ball. Bob, when you turn around on the ball and look this way, what are you waiting to happen? Tell me. What are we waiting to happen? We can only go back or sideways if the landscape changes. Have we not worked out it's not? We've been out there a long time. You're experienced footballers, boys. You're great footballers as well. We've grafted and we've got urgent to get our wins and we've worked hard. But when you start playing with a bit of a swagger or stop thinking is when you get fucking your asses on a plate. They could have scored a goal this half. Great clearance, couple of fuck-ups, ball under our feet. Gallagher, Lincoln, right? See football for what it is, boys. You're 2-0 up because you've got quality in the changing room that can go bosh, 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 goal. That's why you're 2-0 up, okay? We've got to make the gaps bigger, right? Like that. If anyone doesn't do that now, then I'm going to take them off. Simple, I can't be fucking bothered. No, it's coming on for you, Foggy, because we're 2-0 up and you've had a 45 after 9 months out. Okay? So, we are looking to put balls into people's feet high and then play from there. That's what we're looking to do. Stop doing that bit where you turn around and play into a press. I'll be honest with you, it makes you look a bad team because anyone in the world knows you're playing into a press. Someone at some point has to swipe the ball, right? So you might as well do it, right? So what we do now, take it like fucking men. Okay, and I know you will anyway, right? Don't look around for the answers. Briggsy, keep showing. Don't get lazy with it. Nicky, don't get lazy with it, okay? We'll put balls into wingers, we'll set, and that's how we'll play. It's a football game at 2-0. It ain't at 3. Then in front of our fans, we have to have a fast start and give them something to go home cheering about. They're expecting us to play beautiful football on the front foot. If we need to clear our lines, just stay with me. Hopefully you've got intelligence. If we need to clear our lines anywhere, clear your lines. We're 2-0 up, no problem. But what we need to do is when it's there to play, we get it and ask your mate, open out, Wheeler's feet, bang, put it in there, bang, touch, play, round the corner, gone, right? Game done, dead, game dead, right? Don't keep these in the game by starting to go long, them coming over the top, winning shit fucking balls, refereeing the scoreline because the ref thinks we're going to win, so he ain't really interested in the little half fouls. Give them something shit and give them a World Cup final. That's what this game is today, right, at 2-0. It's the first time we come up against a full press for a while, so can we do it quicker? Can we do it wider? Or can we do it more direct from where we are? That's what I need you to do. Okay, let's go, boys, come on. Foggy, well done, mate. Yeah, I get it. No, I get it. You've actually had a good half. What I'm saying is, though, playing into this press, play forward. Feet forward. Yeah, that's fine, I get it. Baz, let's go. Baz, next goal. Baz, next goal. Are you okay, by the way? Your foot okay? Yeah? Come on, boys. Next goal. Oi, in front of our fans, let's fucking... Oi, let's turn it on, get 4 or 5 here. Come on. Niall, what I've said in there to him is there's no pattern. the pattern's poor, the amount of times we've transferred it. What we need now is somebody who's going to get the ball, take a touch, and shift it out to wingers. I don't want you to be too headless. Like Foggy was a bit too headless, he hasn't played. Get the ball and start shortening the game up and play the Wanderers style, yeah? What I'm saying is, calm down. I need to calm myself down. You need to calm me down because we're 2-up at home.
Step up! Go on, Nicky! Switch it!
It doesn't take long to flick through the menus during half-time on FIFA, yet it seems the referee didn't work out how to turn fouls back on.
Referee's gone over him, mate! Ref, how's that not fucking...
Don't worry. Don't rattle them up. Don't rattle the oppo up. It's 2-0 to us. It's 2-0 to us.
It takes Dorking a while to create an opportunity after a scrappy opening to the second half. Substitute Niall McManus drags a shot wide, but Dorking are playing in the right areas. With Dan Lincoln being forced to go long, Braintree will feel like their game plan is working. Especially when Bergin plays in Cricklow. The attacker shoots low to Lincoln's right, but the keeper comfortably saves. Wanderers have been warned.
Runners, boys.
Stand him up!
Fucking hell, boys.
Been coming, mate.
The home side allows Stefan Illich to dance around their box, and the striker finishes neatly past Lincoln.
Jason, come on, let's get us going! Then fucking start inside. Come on, Nicky, come on. Heads up, let's go. Get out, support!
The goal slaps Dorking back into life, and for the first time since their second goal, they take control of the pattern of play.
About 10 yards off.
Better! That's better! 1v1! Get in the box, Rick! Bobby, support! Roll, edge!
Long way to go here. Obviously it takes them to score goals for us to fucking liven up.
Braintree's long throw setup tempts the midfield and defence forwards, but it backfires, leaving them more exposed than anyone who takes a shower in my house, because there's no way of fitting a blind on the window with the way the shower curtain has been installed.
Nicky, good 15 you've had, well done. Sammy, that's good, settle down. Baz, settle us down.
Braintree are scrapping for their lives in the middle of the park, but a lack of cutting edge isn't helping their comeback cause.
Come on, boys! Fuck about
Jason Pryor plays in Alfie Rutherford, and the attack teases Johnson out of his goal, which wasn't the best idea he's had all day. The keeper somehow gets away with pulling Rutherford down. Still, it's promising football from Dorking, who now have their opponents pinned back again.
The massive hole, because we've only got two in there now, they're
Yeah.
the ones that sit in.
Yeah.
So we've got to get one midfielders sit.
Yeah. You're right, I'm a bit worried. If you give Josh that info, he'll probably take it literally and not press. So not get past the balls, the info we want for that one. Niall wins just the game, I think.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
The chances to win the game are flooding in, and Bobby Joe Taylor's delicious cross sets up an opportunity for Sammy El Ab.
Touch whip.
Buzzy's up, Ben.
Josh, listen. Josh, make sure the game's in front of you. No, don't mind Niall going. Josh.
Briggsy, be aware for him.
Brilliant, Nicky.
Give it now. Give it to Niall.
2-on-1! Get up, Sammy! Get up, Sammy!
Corner! Finish it, Jace!
Man up, you Jace! Man up!
It's there, just keep it.
The final stages are turning into a basketball-style end-to-end chase. The Dorking players don't seem to want to protect the ball in the corner, but neither can they find the third goal.
Keep it!
Corner, run it in the corner! Run it in the corner! Run it in the corner!
Josh! Here! Jason!
Bobby!
Here.
Turn on it! Forward! Forward! Bobby, you don't want it in these areas! You don't want it! Corner! Corner! Turn your back on it!
Bobby, on the foot!
How long we got?
2 minutes.
They've got 1 minute 20.
Corner!
When Noel McManus is tackled by the corner flag, the ref gives a goal kick, but Mark thinks that's a guess.
That's a fucking corner!
Be alive! Win it! Don't foul! Win it! Win it! Don't foul! Stand him up! Stand him up! Ref, that's it!
El Ab's back header to the keeper is wayward, and like a Braintree just can't get his head around the rules of Yahtzee, Braintree have one final throw of the dice, and they even throw their goalkeeper forwards.
Get there, Briggsy!
Turn! Turn!
Shoot! No one there!
No, tell him we're fucking done!
Yes, we're done!
Ref, we're done!
Keep it in the corner, Briggsy! Fuck! Toughest 90 minutes of my life.
Cheers, Ryan, mate. See you soon, mate. Cheers, mate. Cheers, pals. Cheers, boys.
3 points.
Cheers, boys. Ref, you had a...
That was fucking...
Mate, that is bad. That is so bad. It's like, you were right there. Okay. You were right there, son. That is so bad. That changes games. You gambled. You didn't know, and you gambled with the defence. Yes, you did. I'll just put it on my score for you, because that's poor. Cheers, pal.
Yeah, but you look at it like that, we could have been 4-5 up before they'd even let them back in it.
Cheers, lads. Another fucking couple of years of my life. Do you know what I'm saying? When did we turn up in that game? Anyone want to tell me? Yeah, a minute they scored a goal. There's a reason, there's a saying that talk is cheap. Because you can have anyone in the changing room, and everything Baz said before you went out was right. But saying it is one thing, and doing it's another. I thought we were lacklustre. I thought, you're right. I thought we was lacklustre. I thought we disrespected the opposition. I thought, the game was there to kill off. And the issue I've got, I thought the ref was poor, by the way, and I thought we done brilliantly the minute they scored. I thought, there was some huffing and puffing from them, but I actually thought that, we kind of won the 50-50s, we retained the ball, we got it into good areas, right? I was kind of okay after they scored. I never actually thought they were going to get an equaliser. But the bit in that game is, there's no point me standing here. I know what I'm talking about, and so do the management team, right? If I've told experienced players like yous that we don't want to play into a press, we want one pass forward, and today we're going to have to be a bit quicker, a bit more alert, can we go around the edges quicker? Then we've got to take that into the game. We did not play to the instructions at all. We took liberties, we played to the scoreline. If we was not 2-0 up, we would not have played in that way. We were 2-0 up, and we stopped thinking, and we started fucking just doing things off script and playing into a press. Because believe it or not, we spend all week looking at it. Beardy sends scripts galore, watches 5 of their last games and says, don't play into the press. John the Bible says, good press, don't play into the press. You lot get told, bosh, yeah, Dan Lincoln, you have it. And I'm thinking, experienced footballers, what do they think that when Dan Lincoln gets the ball, that they're going to change their formation? And I thought the best thing about today's performance, apart from the brilliant goal, Oldacre, Briggs, Alfie, which is what we've got in the locker, the best thing about today's performance was when they scored, and then we all of a sudden started competing more. Yeah? You'll never win a league or be in the playoffs or compete if you think you are the finished article. Not in a million trillion years. That is why it's easier to put together a run than it is to keep a run. Today, we down tools mentally first half, and I'm really disappointed with that. So I'm going to bollock the coaches as well, because it's their job. So you're making them look shit, because they're here all week with you to get you to pass through a press. And we kept going back to the keeper. I'll watch it back, Beardy will as well, and he's going to show you that, because Beardy, you'll need to show them all the times that Braintree could have scored, because another day of the week, when it matters, if your standards are that low, you'll come out second, you'll come up runner-up. We got away with that today. We dodged the bullet. All right, that's how it is. I'm telling you. Good stuff. Put all the gear in, please. Let's get together really quick, lads. I was to say Dan Lincoln had a good game. He had a good game in terms of handling and everything else. I think what you saw today was absolute stonewall traits of complacency, stonewall traits that we've done what we want to do and be mature. Where's Juki?
Yeah.
We've done what we want to do, be mature, go in there at training and show them loads of great clips about them looking like Brazil against 10 men. So I think what we do the opposite on Tuesday, just show them everything that's shit. Don't show them one good thing, don't show them fuck all. Just say, right, so why didn't we give it to Baz in that situation? Baz, why weren't you on the chalk? Bob, why didn't you get it to Nicky? Why did you turn inside? For me, that's just like, you can't even cross the road. You get the ball, you open out, you give it to Briggs. Where's the fucking difficulty level? I guess it is a positive. It's that we're 5 wins deep and we're able to basically, disturb the complacency, going out weren't good enough. But, like we talked about the team triangles, that's, making sure we continue to perform. Because you can't sit on shit like that. That weren't good enough. Okay? Good? Right, I'll let you plan that this week, lads. Yeah. Well, you've got to manage it based on facts. We've cleared a few off the line. Braintree have had some chances during that game where they could have scored 3 or 4 goals on another day of the week. And I know we could have done the same comfortably, but we didn't. What we saw today was indicative of why you get tough managers, right? Because we had a session on Thursday where it was all about, look at everything you're doing really well. And it was there wasn't one thing on there which was a negative. You only ever one sort of step from complacency. This was a massively complacent performance, hugely, and as was the Havant away game, where both games at 2-0 up, we took a foot off the pedal, stopped doing things properly, and disrespected really the opposition, disrespected the instructions, and we kept Braintree in the game. To their credit, as the game went on, they thought they could get more out of it. But the other indicator of the complacency today was how much we turned up when they scored.
Welcome back, Wes.
Thank you.
How did that go?
Yeah, it was good. It was nice to get some minutes in the tank. Trained for a few weeks now, but there's nothing like match play and kind of when Saturday comes, you want to be involved. So it's nice to be back out there. So the first game of the season, played a ball around the corner, and as my leg's in the air, the defender's just come in and taken it kind of in a different direction. First 15 minutes of the first game of the season. So I tore my ligament on the outside of my knee, and some of the hamstring come away from the bone. So it was one I haven't had before, but just taking it in my stride really.
The best comeback I've ever seen, and probably ever will see in my football career. Somebody that was written off for the season, needed surgery, would he ever return? That didn't need surgery, done his own rehab, and I'm talking, serious rehab of his own, to build up his problem area, and he's returned. And I wanted to get him off at half time. I thought, listen, there's nothing to be gained for leaving Foggy out there. Niall McManus has been playing brilliantly for us, and we got him on. But no, Foggy's one of them footballers that, he really looks after himself, and that makes a big difference.
I've been very fortunate, obviously growing up at Reading, coming through the system, we played like this all the time. Obviously as a nipper it was a little bit different, but we'd train Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, play on Sundays. This was the way I grew up playing. So for me, this was a massive pull to come to the club. I was fortunate enough to play at Bognor, over 120 games. They played very, very similar to this. It's something I've been brought up with. I enjoy it. I'd rather not boot it long. I don't think it's overly attractive football. It's not fun to play. So to come here and the boys play the way they do, it's brilliant for me. I really enjoy it.
Wasn't the best performance, to be honest. We got the 3 points, which is what we wanted. We knew it was going to be a battle, and the way they set up and they're fighting down at the bottom, so we knew it was going to be a tough test.
It was hard work for the lads. They came with a good game plan. They're probably the first side, the boys were saying, but the first side that I've seen that have really pressed us. Playing 2 up top made it a little bit tougher to get out. Obviously there was a little bit more space down the sides, which you probably didn't utilise that well.
I think you have to enjoy 3 points however they come. We know it wasn't to our standards, and we've got things to work on and try and put right for the next game, but at the end of the day you're going home with 3 points, and you look at the table and it looks a lot healthier again, and to keep the run going we do need to be better for next Saturday, but we'll work on it in training and go again.
I mean, what do you think the players should be feeling? Do you think they should be happy with at least their result?
Well, what I hope they do is go back and do what good footballers do, listen to the information I've given them about. I mean, I'm talking serious basics I gave them today that they got wrong. Playing into a press, setting your keeper, and what the fuck were they doing? You know, that's no good. You know, these people, they're the first to message you if their pay is £1 wrong. So you expect them to be able to take basic instructions. You don't expect miracles. Of course you expect mistakes and you support that. But equally, if you're giving basic instructions to experienced players, well-paid players, you expect them to get it right. And I hope they go away and take that on board, and then with the coaches now they work on it. That's the bottom line.
Thank you for watching Bunch of Amateurs. Make sure you hit the buttons. The like button helps us a lot, and comments helps us even more. So if you leave a comment, that's great. Danny Blackman is this week's commenter of the week. He said, "Brilliant, just brilliant. Keep up the good work, and please send me a BOA shirt to New Zealand." Now that's cheeky as fuck, Danny, so we're not going to do that, but we might start selling them now you mention it.